Hey guys, welcome to Learn QB and Allah channel. And first of all, thanks for being here. And we were discussing about missing number questions, which will be helpful for SSC, insurance exams, bank exams, many state level exams, POCs, and many more. So let us start the today's lesson. And we started doing a matrix-based questions, right? So the first variety, the most important questions that will come many times is matrix-based. Second variety is circle-based questions, triangle-based, combinations of any two of the above three, and some miscellaneous figures also comes into picture. So these are the only five varieties of framing of the questions. And to solve the questions, you need to have some ideas, guys. The ideas are arithmetic operations of numbers, squares, and cubes. So we discussed two of the videos as of now. This is our third video, right? So I think in the first video, we discussed about this. In the second video, we did about these. Now in this video, we will try to have the questions based on external number, powers, factorial, sum of rows, and multiplication of rows and columns, right? So let's start. Okay, let's see the first question. And the video is exclusively about the factors mentioned, powers, factors, and sum of rows and columns, involvement of external number as well. So let's see the first question. 4, 5, 5, 2, 5, 10, 2, 2, then 1. So when you typically see, there is no specific idea where you can think about row wise or column wise. I mean, there is no bigger numbers. In fact, all numbers are very small numbers. So in such cases, if you can think about by taking sum of rows or sum of columns or product of rows or product of columns, that will give an idea for us. In case if I think in terms of sums, that doesn't give any specific ideas here. Why? Because 4 plus 2 plus 2, typically 8. And this sum is again a different thing, right? So think in terms of product, right? And the moment when I see 4 5s are 20, 20 5s are 100, right? So when I take 4 into 5 into 5, the product is 100. What about the second row product, guys? That is 2 into 5 into 10. So 2 5s are 10, 10 10s are 100. So if you do the same thing for the third row, so 2 into some missing number should be 100, right? So the logic is the product of the numbers in each row is equal to 100. So 2 into 2 is 4. If 4 come to denominator, 100 by 4 is 25. So in place of question mark, 25 should come. And that is option. So we would like to tell you all varieties of questions in this. So let's stay focused. Go for the second question. 355 in first row, 913 in second row, 616 in third row, 36 missing number in fourth row. So guys, when you think about taking the sum, you may get some idea here. Why? Because so having good idea on basic arithmetic operations will always help you, will always be in a better position for you guys. So 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. So when I take the sum of the numbers in the first row, you got the sum as 13, right? Let us observe the same thing for second and third rows. So 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 3, 13. So here also the sum will give you 13. Think about the third row, 6 plus 1 plus 6. Even that is also 13, right? The idea is very evident that the sum of the numbers in each row is equal to 13. So now to have that sum as 13, 3 plus 6 plus some x in place of question mark taking x, and that sum is 30. So this is 9. If 9 comes to the side, 13 minus 9 is 4. So the missing term is 4. Very simple, right? So the problem with the missing numbers questions is that after knowing the answer, it seems to be so simple. So before watching the video, we request each of you to pause the video for some time to try to solve. If not, let us watch the video. I think that is the ideal way to learn. And at the same time, amount of the time that you spend on each question answer plays very crucial role. So within the time, you should get the idea, guys. Now there is certain thing that you can follow. Because when I see in the first column, I told you very clearly in the first, second videos, guys, if the numbers are big in the last rows or last columns, you must take in this order, most preferably. So it is better to think in the columns wise now. Why? Because there are bigger numbers at the end. And how do you generate the number 64? By using 2 and 6 combinations is matter. So I told you to think about powers as well, right? So guys, what is 2 power 6? Yes, 2 power 6, 64. 2 power 5, 32. 2 power 6 is 64, right? What is 3 to the power of 4? 81 perfectly matches. Yes. Then 5 power 3. So 5 power 3 is 125, right? So simply it is row 1 power row 2 is row 3. This is the idea that we have considered to frame this question. The answer is 125, right? So let's go for question number 4. This is one of the finest questions from our collection, from our framing of the question. So you try to solve for some time. If not, you can watch the video, right? So friends, you have in the first row A25, D19, H11. And in one of our videos in our channel, we discussed some funny tips to remember letters positions quickly. And we already discussed A, B, C, D, and so on, X, Y, Z. We give the numbering, right? A1, B2, C3, D4, and so on. Z is 26. That is called forward rank. If we count in the reverse order, so this is A to Z is called forward rank. When I count from Z to A, that is called reverse rank, guys. That is called reverse rank. And we clearly discussed this point. Reverse rank equal to 27 minus forward rank. If you want to get reverse rank, that is what? 27 minus forward rank. So simply let us write here, reverse rank equal to 27 minus forward rank. Okay. Before thinking about this, it is better to give numbering for the letters, guys. So we know that A position is 1, D is 4, H is 8, I 9, L 12, P 16, N 14, Q 17. And what is the next position? That is the idea, right? And initially, if you see, guys, in terms of letters, right? So this is shifted by 3 places, and this is shifted by 4 places. And check the same for other rows as well. So friends, 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Perfectly matches, right? So from column 1 to column 2, this is shifted by 3 places for letters, and column 2 to column 3, they are shifted by 4 places. So that is the idea behind the letters, right? Very good. Now we know that this is plus 3. Now this should be plus 4, right? So 17 plus 4 is 21, and 21st letter is U. 21st letter is what? U. And of course, there are 3 such options which has U in options, right? So, I mean, you can eliminate quickly the option here. Then what about the numbering then? Friends, the moment when I see this 25 in block 1, A25, we know that A forward rank is 1, A reverse rank is 26. The difference of forward and reverse rank is 25. Let us try to verify that other things as well. So we know that D forward rank is 4. D reverse rank is what? 27 minus forward rank is reverse rank. So 27 minus 4 is 23, and the difference is 19, and that perfectly satisfies here. And when you think about H, guys, H forward rank is 8, reverse rank 27 minus 8, the reverse rank is 19, the difference is 11, and that perfectly matches. So for the number, it is the difference of forward rank and then reverse rank. So think about in the third row. Let us try to check the third row. Now we know that N forward rank is 14, N reverse rank is 13, the difference is 1. Friends, Q forward rank is 17, Q reverse rank 27 minus 17, 10, and the difference is 7. Now we already observed the letter should be U, right? So U is forward rank 21, and reverse rank is what, friends? 27 minus 21, that is 6. 6 is the reverse rank. So if I take the difference of forward and reverse, the number is 15. So the missing number should be 15. The answer is U15, and that is option D. So this is one of the fantastic questions that we can say. So please be careful. And we already discussed forward rank, reverse rank. And if you have this knowledge, you can easily work out the questions in coding and decoding as well. As you know, the new pattern of coding and decoding have crucial role in forward rank and reverse rank of letters as well. So please have idea about forward rank and reverse rank. If anybody have a doubt, you can visit our channel, Learn QB and LR, where we discussed introduction to logical reasoning, where we discussed some funny techniques to easily remember forward rank, reverse rank, and opposite place as well. So let us continue with the next question. Yeah. Now, 5, 6, 4 in the first row, 2, 5, 12 in the second row, 10, 6 question mark in the third row. So how do you get this done? If you think about the sums of numbers in terms of rows wise or columns wise, there is no specific pattern. And you cannot do anything with squares or cubes as well. So what you can take typically, if I think about products, let us think in terms of products. So 5 into 6, 30, 30 into 4, 120, right? So 5 into 6 into 4, the product we got as 120. If you think the same way, 2 into 5, 10, into 12, 120. Yes, it perfectly matches. If you try to do the same thing for the third row, 10 into 6 into some missing term. So what is the idea, guys? The product of numbers in each row is 120, right? So let us equate to 120. So 10 into 6 is 60. 60 in 120 goes 2 times. So the missing term is 2. Very simple question. Let us go for question number 6. And friends, I think that you already know the factorials of numbers. If you are a serious aspirant of cracking a competitive exam, you must have idea about factorials. If anybody have a doubt, you can note down. 0 factorial is 1, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720. And friends, if non-math student is there, listen, what do you mean by factorial? So factorial means it is simply the product of the numbers to the backside till 1. If I say 5 factorial, it is simply 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Simply you need to take the product of the numbers to the backside till 1. For example, if I say 7 factorial, it is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that is the meaning of factorial. So I think you must be aware of this because it plays crucial role in PNC and probability as well. So the moment when I see 3, 6, it must trigger in your mind that it is 3 factorial 6, 6 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120, and that is option B. Very simple, right? So let's go for 1 minute, guys. I think I made a small mistake, typing mistake. So this should be 4 friends. This should be 4. I made a small typing error. So I personally typed all these questions. So the typing mistake, it should be 4, guys, not 6. It is a mistake, right? So I hope it is clear. A small typing error. So excuse me for it. Okay. Let's go for the next question. Yeah. 10, 6, 6 in first row, 4, 8, 9 in second row, 32, 36 question mark in the third row. Friends, the moment when you see this, you cannot take anything with the product and sum because they are very weird in number in nature. And moreover, in each column, the last number is bigger. So better to think in terms of columns wise. That is how we discussed all the questions, right? So sometimes in exams, they may bluff by giving combinations of numbers in the ulta. So sometimes bigger numbers can be in the rows and the large can be in terms of columns. So that time it comes with a lot of practice, nothing to worry. Okay. And I think in the previous first video, we discussed some external factor involvement. So friends, if I take 10 into 2 is 20, 4 into 3 is 12. So 20 plus 12 is 32, right? I mean, I am multiplying the first row with 2 and the second row with 3 and taking sum of these two will give the third row. And that is what our idea is. If you do the same thing here, friends, what is 6 into 2? 6 into 2 is 12 plus 8 into 3. 8 into 3 is 24 and the sum is 36. Now here, what do you want to do? Into 2 for the first term, right? So 6 into 2 plus what is 9 into 3 you must do for second row. So 9 3s are 27, 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 27, the answer is 39 and that is option B. So good question. These kind of questions are very important because matrix based questions plays a very crucial role in most of competitive exams in case of missing numbers. So please be careful. Let's move on to the question number 8. 9, 5, 6, 4, 8, 8, 7, 3, 10, 8, 4, then 1. What you can do with this question then? I think the moment when you see this combination of numbers are very small numbers, very close numbers. Always better to think in terms of sum, guys. Sum in terms of rows or columns. But if you think in terms of column sum, that won't be have any specific pattern. But when I take the sum of numbers in rows wise, let's see. What is 9 plus 5 plus 6? 9 plus 5, 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. What happens in the second row, guys? The second row, it is 4 plus 8 plus 8. Even this also 20. Yes, it satisfies, right? The generalized idea is the sum of numbers in each row is 20. So now 7 plus 3 plus 10. This is 20. 8 plus 4 plus what number is 20? So this is 12. If 12 come to the side, 20 minus 12. So the missing term is 8. So it should be 8, and that is option B. So guys, while discussing on model wise, it seems to be very simple, but on overall, it is very tough to get ideas. So have a clear idea what are the different approaches that we are following to solve the questions. Let's see question number 9. 2, 4, 3 in the first row, 3, 2, 5 in the second row, 9, 16 in the third row. And friends, the moment when I see 9 and 16, they are somehow perfect squares. And moreover, can you see this? This is 3. 3 square is 9, right? So, I mean, row 2 power row 1, we got row 3 in this combination. I mean, we are using powers combination, guys. Here, 2 power 4. We are taking second row power first row to give third row. So here, 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is 16. Perfectly matches. Now, 5 power 3 should be your logic. So, second row power first row. So, 5 power 3 is 125. And that is option D. Right? Let's go for question number 10. Yeah. 3, 9, 5 in first row. 4, 3, 3 in second row. 8, 4, 6 in third row. 6, 12 and then 1. It is a special question that I can say. Why? Because you cannot do any sum and product in this. But there is one small idea in terms of product you can think of it. What is that idea, friends? What is 3 into 8? 24. What is 4 into 6? 24. I mean, the product of the numbers of row 1 and row 3 is same as the product of numbers in row 2 and row 4. So this is the idea that comes through when I see these numbers combinations. So let us try to cross check in the other columns as well. Friends, 9 4s are 36, 3 12s are 36. Yes. I mean, whatever the product comes through when I multiply row 1 with row 3 is same as row 2 and row 4 product. So here, 5 6 are 30. Now product of 3 and some number should be 30, right? I mean, 5 into 6 is same as 3 into what? So 3 goes 2 times. So 5 to the 10. So answer is 10. Such lovely question. Let's go for question number 11. So 30, 18, 24, 28, 15, 26, 34, 12, and then what? So this kind of question actually we discussed in this model actually we discussed in first video. What I did there. So when I take the difference of these two, 30 minus 18, the difference is 12. After getting the difference as 12, now involve some external number that is into 2 to get the third column element. Now friends, here 28 minus 15 difference is 13. Now multiply with the 2 to get the third element 26. Now friends, difference of 34 and 12. What is the difference? Is the difference 22? Now with this difference, if I multiply with the 2, that must be the element in the missing num, that is 44. And option C is correct. Right? Let's go for question number 12. 9 2 6 8 4 5 3 6 8 6 4. Then what is the next term? What you can do here? So actually we discussed about sum of rows and the sum of columns, right? So if you think about that perspective, friends, so 9 plus 2 plus 6. What is 9 plus 2 plus 6? 11 plus 6 is 17. Now 8 plus 4 plus 5. What is 8 plus 4 plus 5? 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. It satisfies the same. So the logic is sum of numbers in each row equals to 70. So now 3 plus 6 plus 8. So this is also 17. Now 6 plus 4 plus what number will give 17? So if 10 come to this side, 17 minus 10 is 7. So missing term is self. So in this way, you can operate the questions on matrix based by using power combination, sum of rows, multiplication of rows, or multiplication of columns sometimes. So these are the different ideas that I thought to share with you guys. And thank you so much for being here. And if you want to get more such update versions of the videos, you can subscribe to our channel, Learn, QA, and Learn, and click on the bell icon to get all live notifications. So thank you so much once again for being here. Keep learning, keep inspiring friends, and best wishes for all your competitive exams.